Okay, well, welcome to This Week in Solar News. I wanted to do a quick recap of what's been happening in the wonderful world of solar here. There is a issue regarding 3D. There is an issue regarding 3G shutdown on mobile networks. And what that is doing is it's affecting some of the inverters that have been installed out there in the field. Now, a company known as Sunvoy is offering a free app that if you sign up, it will check your installed meters, your installed inverters to see if they are going to be impacted by your local vendor, your local wireless vendor shutting off 3G networks. The California Public Utilities Commission has increased their renewable portfolio standard. Their new goals are 86% from renewable by 2032, 100% by 2045. The Enphase IQ8 microinverter series, they are now available and ready for shipping, but they're also going to be included in a number of virtual power plant test programs out in California and in Hawaii. Going to the other side of the country, Florida, there was a big protest down in Florida in Tallahassee against Senate Bill 1024 and House Bill 741. These are bills that are designed to try and gut some of the net metering provisions that are in place in the Sunshine State, ironically. They're looking to do higher access fees, lower compensation for net metering. Currently, the system pays retail for those who export power to the grid. They're looking at reducing that to wholesale generating, which would reduce the amount of compensation by about 2/3. Which the utilities are arguing that this is necessary due to the impact of solar on their profits, although Florida Power and Light made record profits in 2021. So it doesn't seem to be justification there. The California Net Metering 3.0, which was a provision that was very similar to the Florida provision, met with a lot of pushback. There was a lot of protests saying that this was going to gut the California industry, the solar industry. And so they have suspended their plans up indefinitely. But then there was just a report that the three utilities in California had spent $1.7 million lobbying for this provision to increase access fees. In fact, the average access fee would be about $64 a month just to connect to the utilities in the state of California. The utilities in California argued that solar adds about $200 to each bill, but they could not find any real rationale behind that. It was just numbers being thrown out. There have been 16 statewide studies that disprove this, that solar has a negligible impact on the cost of electricity. So that's just part of the continued pushback against solar by some of the utilities. And there's a new technology that is very promising out in California, where the Turlock Irrigation District is looking towards putting solar canopies over the canal system within their region. Now, there are about 4,000 miles of these canals, these irrigation canals in Central and Southern California. They estimate that if they're covered with solar panels, that it would save about 63 billion gallons of water that's lost currently due to evaporation, enough to service the needs of about 2 million people. And that by covering these canals, this would represent about 1/6 of the current impact or the current installed base of solar in California. So that's the news this week. I'll see you again next week.